Tak. Jsem vlastně říkal, že budu chtít dělat ten první úkol kvůli tomu, abych se zbavil toho Brainwolfa na náměstí. Pro ten těch zlodějů, takhle, jsem řekl. Tak.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? That's the wrong answer. Last thing the Blackbriars need around here is some troublemaker trying to steal a piece of the action. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Then we're speaking the same language. Good. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? Get in good with them and you'll find her. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brit. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's also got ties to the... Just remember, if she tells you to do so... Hey, you, get over here. I want to talk.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time for double.
Tady toho pak pomůžeme.
I know I did. But how was I to know the ship would get wrong?
Oh,
Next time, keep your plans quiet.
Divine
No, už tady jsme. Tak si všechno připravíme pro ten první úkol. Jestli to bude takhle, tak asi nepřipravíme, no. Dobrý. Já to dělám rovnou teď, když tady ještě nikdo není, protože pak by to bylo na hovno. Já mám takovou rutinu, že to vždycky dělám prostě, že při tom prvním úkolu vykradu všechny ty stánky, co jdou, což znamená Grelka a Madesy. A no, on už jde, ty vole. Těch jsem to v hidden módu, skrytém módu. Tak. Chceš do?
Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home.
Ty vole. Tohle to chci. Je to nemožný 2%, ale chci to. Uděláme to jinak, já ho vykradu celýho. Snad. Pickpocket zvětšenej, super. Ty začátky jsou strašně těžký u toho kapsáři, to si musíte zvyknout, no. Tak. A teď prostě dáte F5. A zkoušíte, pokud vás chytne F9. A furt takhle jak blbci. Já to pak vystřihnu, nemusíte se bát.
Don't even think about it.
Máme to. Bo.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? If anything, please. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps... A few months ago, it was Troll Fatsav. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the thieves. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the... Only trouble is gathering material. Would you be interested in gathering some materials?
Yes,
Thank you. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk.
Bezvadný safíry nemáme, ale jak jsem říkal, tak bude to teda v minulém díle, tak tady máme pro něj mamutí kel a zlatou ruku.
The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started.
Bezvadný safíry nemáme. Tak počkáme do rána, tady budou obchodníci.
Running a little light in the pockets, lad? Your pockets, they're a little low on coin. I can tell. It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. I'm ready when you are. Just give the word.
Co dělá, prostě tak nasranej?
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe.
Have anything you wish to sell? I pay fair
Tak.
prices for all sorts of goods.
Tady bude ta knížka, co jsme našli v jednom vraku,
I'm
lodi.
a dark elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned. I hope one day to find out what happened to me. How? Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a... It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. If you come across anything in your travels that might... Let me see that. Yes, yes, this is it. I don't know how you found this, stranger. Please, let me offer you this key. It unlocks my strongbox under my stand in the
Super.
marketplace. Help yourself to anything in sound.
Jo, jako super odměna.
There's nothing, only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole and now, too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around.
Připadáš mi jako
Have you seen the
slyšeli
condition
dumel.
of this oryx? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able. We're at odds about my charity. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for... Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are.
Tady myslím, že je Nivenor, nebo ne, to není ona. Ale ta nám dá úkol, abychom sehnali vlastně zuby ledového přízraku a my je máme, takže další úkol splněný.
I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir.
a small town over the border. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come... Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be the last traveler. Careful though. They live below the street. They make it difficult for decent... It's Riften's the sewers beneath our... If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking
to
buy something? Or look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your... The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
Bullies around somewhere.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
To je super, ta ženská.
To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. What do you think? You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting out. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless fans back in the... I've tried everything I can to protect... Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. And finally, Sibi. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and many years ago I lost my blade, Green Sever, within my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge. You see, Riften is my great beast. It's been difficult. Corruption, if it wasn't for Eren, it was Eren who found me dying outside. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, well met, friend. How can I help you?
Tak. Ještě promluvím s Balimundem.
Come to see Balin perform miracles with steel, eh? People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery. But what? Next time one of my tune. Smithing's been in my blood for generations.
On tam používá ohnivou sůl z Atronarchu.
The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as... Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is done. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of a flare mat.
Jasně. Atronarchu, anebo to seženeme z a tak. Jestli si pamatujete, tak na začátku série jsme dostali úkol zabít Grillot laskavou. Grillot the Kind. Je tady. Je to jediný NPCčko takhle, který můžete sundat sami od sebe a nedostanete pokutu. Je to začátek úkolu pro temné bratrstvo a tím pádem je to takový jednodušší. Takže my ji zabijeme, spustíme tím vstup do temného bratrstva, který bychom stejně museli udělat, ale my to uděláme jako rovnou, Takže vlastně už to pak nebude muset dělat nějak jakoby, že třeba řekneme si třeba Markartu, OK, co budeme dělat? Připojíme se do tenního bratrstva. No, tak se musíme zase dostat do Riftenu. Uděláme to rovnou, když už tady jsme poprvé v tom městě. Stejně je to parchanta ženská, takže aspoň těm dětem ulevíme a jdeme ji teda sundat. Každopádně si to okolně všimněte sami, když se otočíte na někoho jiného, tak máte hnedka bounty, pokutu, když na ní nic se nestane. Jediný, kdy se tady to může opakovat, tak je, když je ten člověk hostel, když na vás zautočí sám, jako třeba ten kouzelník, co nás vyzýval. Tak jo, jdeme na to. Tom si prasat, no. Láva bláznivá. Byla by prdel, kdybychom teďka tady, kdybych tady něco vyprávěl o tom, jak se nic nestane a pak vole by nás chtěli zabásnout. No, to by bylo docela hodně. Tady bude syn Jarla. Jarly. Jarla.
Out of my way. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most... Thank you. Do hurry. Every day the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself, and who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already. We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms. To dialogue with them rather than defend our home. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be...
Je to idiot, ale ten jeho brácha je větší, protože uctívá. Nebo souhlasí s Impériem. Půjdeme ještě do jailu. Ústenskýho.
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead. Be careful.
Tak. Co děláš, ty kreté? Je tady pár věcí, ale proto sem nejdeme. Sem jdeme kvůli Sigimu, jak to říkali černošípek. Siby. Má zajímavý úkol a dá se splnit pomocí toho, že my vlastně původně šli do Ivarova dvora, pak jsem to takhle zatáhnul někam jinam, ten náš postup. Každopádně je to v Ivarově dvoře, ten výsledek toho jeho úkolu, že takhle. Anyway. Můžeme se tady rovnou procvičit vyháčkování zámku, další level.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social? Ah, finally. Someone besides the stupid guards to talk to. When speaking of the help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory.
Oh, jasný.
Is that enough information for you? Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer. Then her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the... I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she... Ah, that's the spirit. Fine. She was a young woman. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. All that talent will go to... Mother thought I should be taught. I mean, I've taken. Ah well, at least I have all the comforts at home during my stay.
My mu samozřejmě nepomůžeme, protože je to parchant a chce jí jenom jako se jí zabít za to, že on jí vlastně zabil bráchu, takže vůbec. A nejde tohle. To nám jde, takhle aktivovat úkoly. To pak nemusíme řešit. Jo, já vím, že jsem říkal, že půjdeme do těch plání, tam těch pahrokatin, ale tak to počká. Jako jsem dostal nápad, že uděláme aspoň, že si spustíme questy tady v Riftenu. A původně jsem vlastně chtěl jít sem, abych aktivoval Thieves Guild. Ale proč jsem to chtěl, ty vole, vlastně? Jsem blbej, já už nevím. Yeah. Čau. Už ti je líp, viď? Už nemáš límečku. Možná trochu. Dám konzervu zase.
Piss off, I'm busy.
Jasně.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Let the one be taught, like any skill.
Já teď reálně přemýšlím, co jsem tady chtěl dělat původně v tom Riftenu. S tím cechem zlodějů. Fakt nevím. Neutočí někdo? Prdele. Po celku to mě taky koukáš, takhle jest.
Excuse me. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing? My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent. Aha! So, putting aside Ralston's constant draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage. 7. I mean, it would take months. Wait. I can see a minor problem in your theory. Of course! 9 is the most... That completely takes care of all your basic problems. You've done it! Now, if I can only remember what we were originally talking about. Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, organization is not my strong suit. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could... As you can imagine, I tend to forget. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right.
Víme kam jít. Pohoda.
You want the college there? They teach quite a bit.
Tady se odkouzlím.
Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
Super. Lidi, já reálně fakt nevím, co jsem tady chtěl dělat, ty vole. Pak nevím. Toho mladé si ho spustit možná.
Okay, lad. Ready to make some coin? Good. Wait until I start the distraction. Then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round.
There's something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
All meats guaranteed.
Ten Sven tam čumí, ne?
Gather round, all.
Mám to Madesého prsten.
Filthy pickpocket.
No prdele, to se mi v životě nestalo tohle. What the fuck? Musíme být opatrnější.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Well, see that my time is up.
What kind of fool plays with fire like
You're a
that?
witch. What a waste of time.
Jo, Madesimu jsme ukradli prsten iluzí a jak nám to dalo jako lepu.
Looks like I chose. And here you go. The way things have been going around here. It's a... Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can... All right then. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften. A tavern. Get there in one piece. Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose...
Part of the distraction.
It's just how it goes.
Divines bless your kind heart.
Já fakt nevím, jestli jsem chtěl jako vrzat úkoly, vole. Fakt nevím. Jo.
I swear if I wasn't around. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up and... You won't... Speak to Filnyar in Shore Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample. I wish Elgrim... I just think...
Pardon.
I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me. Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely... He's been gushing about how talented he is. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon... When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down there...
Já vám chci něco kvůli...
The dirt, the moisture...
Kvůli té vodě, že jo?
But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water.
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day. It also makes it easier to get... Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this... Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Half-York, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice.
Tak, třeba Ingun tady.
Sorry. I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and dead... Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent. But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim... To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20... Am I sensing that you may be interested time in... My family. All that wealth and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes. I was meant for so much more, if only my mother would let me. Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows... It's exhilarating to observe the effects
Co
of
dokud
my
vypadáš,
potions
musíš
on
ležet na
my
stejný úrovni, no.
The eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single... You ask why I'm so...
Teď vidím ty ksichty, tak jsou mnohem hezčí, no. Každopádně, máme zkušený úkoly. To jsem rád. Komu tak pomůžeme?
Yes. Horses are my whole life. I hope to open my own stables one day. I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the ship. Now Sapphire wants her money back. You will?
Tak. Pojďme do hospody.
Yeah. What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and... Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says... All right, all right. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything.
Blessings of Mara. Wonderful. Mara is the goddess of love.
Tady ten týpek vám udělá svatbu v Skyrimu.
We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love and a person who is looking for a spouse. When another person shows interest and the two agree, of course. Right.
Přijímáš milodary? No.
Thank you. I can promise you that Mara's... It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times. But you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive... It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times.
Teď ho kupovat nebudeme. Každopádně Mara Mal vám udělá svatbu. Je to jednoduchý, dáte si amulet Mary na krk a můžete takhle vlastně někomu, komu jste pomohli, takhle ukázat, že o ně máte zájem.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the fine. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Good man. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage... You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
You're back. What have you discovered?
A měla mi nespustila úkol s tím chmurosečem.
A fellow Nord. But they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some... The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the... I lost my own daughter to the Lelia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago. When she served as a battle maiden, it didn't matter. The Imperial soldier... And that's why I won't rest easy.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks. I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her.
Toho dětka mi je líto, tak je jeden z důvodů, proto přidat k bouřím hávům. Tady dokončíme bezhatný ametisty. To jsme měli minule, tyva, to bylo těžký najít.
Two of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. One for the husband, one for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with good... There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. They're vermin. Garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bard. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended... last and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand.
Margurio, jeden z nejsilnějších žoldnéřů.
You look like you could use a drink. Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this. Nothing but the best. Black Bride. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. Here you go. Oh, and keep it quiet. This stuff isn't exactly easy to get a hold of at these prices, if you catch me drift. I'm selling the best meat in... No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I sell case... All I need is someone to deliver it for me. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead.
To je vlastně člověk, co... Takhle, pro ty lidi, co na mě anglicky. Předtím jsme mluvili s dětkem, který přišel od dceru, která byla ve válce proti císařským. Proto měl ty červený oči, pil. Pak jsme mluvili s barmanem, ten vlastně chce sehnat drahokamy pro prstínek pro tady tu argoniánskou ženu. A tady ten pracuje v pivovaru nebo medovaru Černej šípku. A ten vlastně prodává tu medovinu za méně, za cenu, která by měla být jako normální a ne přestřelený, jako má Maven. Teďka potřebuje něco jakoby přenést do jiného města, do větrného žlebu. Přeme mu to jasně.
Absolutely. You just suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be around.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends. Head north. Else you could go see the Jarls. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart.
Ty právě nadával na tu medovinu, že je drahá.
What do you say to some? Yeah, what do you want? Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what. Ever since I took over as a foreman, and if the meadery is profitable, Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's always welcome. I'd also warn you.
Tady vede vlastně pivovar, medovar. Ne!
But I've never been able to. Yes.
Dobrý. Vzali jsme to.
Well, what's important?
Dobrý. Naštěstí nic nebrňou. Takže máme úkoly spuštěný, ještě půjdeme do... Počkat, to je nějaký divný. Co nejde?
Be careful looking for those teeth.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften. Bully is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing. My job at the Riften fishery. I don't mean to do this to myself, but if you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison. Your kindness. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you.
Vujeta je vlastně závislá na skumě, což je taková droga. Každopádně jsme jí pomohli. Dali jsme jí vlastně léčivý lektvar, který pomohl od závislosti. Tak, pár těch úkolů jsme sebrali. Můžeme jít ještě za Jarlem. A zajdeme i semka. Tohle paní.
Come to laugh. If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help? Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends, So I grew up with a miserable trade. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm. I believe once it's interred with my father... I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. Here. I'm entrusting you with the dagger. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the... The thing is, I never wanted to follow him. I had to for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my... When I finally became a priest, they gave... So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage...
Tak. Pak dáme díku do bílého průsmyku.
This temple is dedicated to Mar. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to... All right.
Kde je ta typka?
What is it you say?
We
are
třeba.
devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave more. Her blessings are many. To love, not all receive the touch of Mara. Explore the fact. Are you prepared then? The dawn Mara has reflected an image to me. The village of Iverstead. This is... I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Zase prostě úkol v Ivarové dvoře. Takže je tam už spousta. Jak by se dalo říkat nějaká pověra, vole, že ne všechny cesty vedou do Říma, ale všechny cesty vedou do Ivarova dvora. Tak, myslím si, že jsme tomu dali dost času, takže dojdeme k farmě jedný a půjdeme už konečně na ty pláně.
Who in the name of Azura are you? A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow, thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here, except for we make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took... I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Rat. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means.
My sice pak budeme v cechu zlodějů, ale tomuhle určitě pomůžeme, protože samozřejmě jeho luk, no. Musíme mu ho vrátit. A to jsem řekl samozřejmě.
After we were robbed, Draven's become more bitter than ever. He hates us.
Čekaj, já jsem se tady víc úkolů. Vypadá to, že to je všechno, tak to bude jiná farma. Nevadí. Já se omlouvám, já s tím musím udělat tam je to úplně rozčiluje. A pak jdeme hnedka na pláně. Riften je ale pěkný, kdyby tam nebylo těch zlodějů. Ale oni jsou fajn, prostě chápete, zlodějové. Jste lovci, co? Ty vole, co je? Folk? Ještě někde něco. Medvěd. Okay. To musím počkat. Hej, lovci, nechcete bojovat? No, super. Já nechci trefit Svena, že jo? Nebo udělat tohle.
Thanks. Not sure it was necessary though. I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. See.
To jsou atronarchové, kurva. Teda ne atronarchové. Jak se jim říká, springaři. To nebude tak jednoduchý, no, tohle. Čo to je medvěd? Já jsem myslel, že to je kočka. Ty vole, další! Ne, to si děláš piču. Nejsem zvyklý, no, že neodrazím vůbec nic. Teda neodrazím, vole. Prostě nevydržím. What the fuck? Když zabijeme tu matronu. Těžko. To byl zase nápad, ty vole. Jsem mohl být na cestě po pláních. Kurva, takhle mu nepomůžu. Čeká horizonty. Resist magic. Asi ne. Ty vole, lovci mi pomáhají. Smíme je nechat umřít. No. Ty vole, to dáme. Bez ztrát. Nemůžu ho nějak uklidit, no to asi nepůjde. Ne! To si děláš prdel, no to snad ne. Díkej ty vole. Musím na to chytře. Jdou. A načal jsem je dost. Zkusím vysát tu krávu. Dobrý. Máme dalšího mrtvýho. Máme ji. Tak jsem si naivně myslel, že stačí zabít matronu Springaru, ale musím ho sundat taky, no. Jenom to z něj spadlo to kouzlo, že už ho můžeme odkouzlit sami, aby byl hodnej. Nevadí, nevadí. 5. To skoro máme. Ten dřev mi zase nefunguje do píči se Skyrimem, ale... Super. Ten dřev už se měl dávno vypustit. Jednou bych mohl dát. Hej, taky jste to viděli, tam něco je, vole, nějaký jelen. Ne, to je strom. Ale zase mi pomáhá Hunter. Teď už ho nenechám umřít. Nesrat mi věde. Necháš ho vejít. Jít. Dík. Ten šíp, ty vole. Měl by žít i ten druhý, já ho ale nevidím. Remote necklace.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Ty to byla ženská, ty vole, předtím. Neříkej, že to nezvládla. Oh, fuck it. Koukám, že tady jeden lovec zapadl stejně jak nejspíš ta ženská, no. To mě mrzí, ale tak jako nám pomohli. Radši ještě mrknu.